Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. All right, I wanted to update you. In the last video, there was this MoneyGram rumor going around, and so sometimes when we cover things, it's found that it's not to be true. But I wanted to point this out. In fact, I already did my second video in which is the one you're listening to. But this is what I'm recording right now. I'm going to put in front of the second video so that you can see this before you see me talking about the MoneyGram rumor itself, because I had gone further down that road and seen other tweets about the rumor that Ripple bought MoneyGram. Well, I saw this after I finished the second video that you're about to listen to, and since I'm not the best at putting things in and out of videos, I was just going to put this in front so that you could see this before you listen to any of the other. This is from XRP Center. Hype scam alert. The Crypt Talk. Now, this is the guy that put out the rumor. Circulated a false rumor earlier about Ripple acquiring MoneyGram. Warning, this account has been directly associated with at least 2 different scams. A Ponzi bot, a fake ICO for a hardware wallet. Do not trust this account. And then he's got this. This is showing the tweet from Crypt Hawk. And then he follows that up. Just in case the above isn't enough, argument 1. Remember, Ripple has confirmed several occasions that they have no interest for becoming an endpoint interface for final users, which MoneyGram is. Instead, they want to build the back-end rails used by such companies. Argument 2. MoneyGram is a publicly traded company. Ripple is not. If Ripple entirely acquired the former, that would lead to either the following transactions: reverse takeover, Ripple becoming a public company; take private, delisting MoneyGram. 4. Anyway, you can read all of this from this whole thread, but the point is that he's pointing out that he's seen things in the past that made this made the Crypt Hawk a scam. I'm not saying that, but I am showing you what he said here because I want to make sure there's always full disclosure on the channel. Thank you very much. Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. Boy, today is beginning to become very interesting. We're hearing these rumors that right now. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood. Right now, the fact that I'm hearing the rumors that Ripple bought MoneyGram on Monday, and I'm going to show you a few more things having to do with this. But again, right now it's just rumor. I haven't seen an article yet. Okay, so I got this from Diane B. At LIVN with Passion sent me this. This is these are just some interesting tweets having to do with this MoneyGram thing that I've seen come out this morning, and I just wanted to show you a few of them. News: Ripple bought MoneyGram on Monday. Access to Walmart. Now that link right there didn't show me anything, so that's not a confirmation so far. But a response to this I thought was interesting. Article from 2018 on Forbes, and they took this quote from the article: MoneyGram will use the company's XRP, Ripple's on-demand liquidity product, Ripple said today. Now that is from the Forbes article, the way he took that quote from that. Okay, and then there's this. The Great Gatsby, Ripple scales back XRP. Remember the memo that Ripple put out a day or two ago? Ripple scales back XRP sales this quarter. What if Ripple was just previously selling some of its XRP in order to become liquid enough to acquire a company, a certain money transfer company, LOL? Does look like Ripple could have bought MoneyGram easily without selling that much XRP, but who knows? And this is an article from Reuters about MoneyGram, talking about some of MoneyGram's money problems. MoneyGram shares closed up 10.6%. The market capitalization of $127.4 million. Debt pile which totaled $902.8 million as of the end of September and comes due next year. Well, I wanted to make a point when you look at these numbers that I have made a lot on this channel, and I'll make again. There's a lot of people, I see people every once in a while that say, well, is Ripple going to go public or something like that? Well, the reason you go public is to raise money for your company. Now, and part of the reason that I've always been so excited about Ripple, this is the first time in my lifetime that I have seen a company that is 5 or 6 years old and considered a quote startup that is worth more than most companies that have gone public and many that have been in existence for 30 years. They are more flush with cash than just about all of them. And so the idea that they're called a startup is kind of laughable. If I think about it this way, if I gave you $1 billion, do you think you'd have too big of a problem making your way in the world? Do you think you'd have to worry about things like that other startups? If I gave your startup company $1 billion, do you think you would have the same kind of worries that if you were flush with $1 billion in cash that your average startup has? I don't think so. This is the first time this type of thing has happened in history that I'm aware of, folks. That's a huge part of the reason that I'm so bullish on XRP. Imagine having an engine like that has so much money at their disposal to help build and plow and create use cases and do all the things that Ripple has done perfectly, like creating the Spring Initiative as an example, which creates new use cases. It's like a snowball. It's like a money snowball that is rolling downhill and cannot be stopped. Okay. And then about the MoneyGram thing, then Kieran Kelly, who's also a definite follow at Kieran ML Kelly. Again, I only believe official statements, but MoneyGram is having a good day. And he tweeted this out. This is MoneyGram's stock price. It's up 6.9% this morning. Hopefully we'll see something official. Next, XRP Australia, at XRP_Australia. One day I'm coming over there to check that out. This is a website, swissgold.ch, SUISSEGOLD.ch. I can't remember. I want to say maybe I've shown this before, but it's okay. I can show it again. Ripple, swissgold.ch is now accepting payment for gold and silver purchases in the cryptocurrency Ripple. Clients can purchase gold, silver, platinum, palladium, or rhodium bars and coins using Ripple. Furthermore, all product pricing on swissgold.ch is available in Ripple in live time. Awesome. That is really cool. And this was an interesting tweet that I saw from the crypto utility guy at Utility Guy 7. He says, I'm a 46-year-old physical gold investor. I learned that this generation and the next will only invest for immediate gratification. The only way to sell gold from now on is to tokenize it in an app with gold-backed digital 1-ounce eagles or gold pennies app. I think that he's on to something here. Now, the digital asset investor, personally, the only gold or silver I'm ever going to buy is going to be physical. I will not be buying it, even if it's tokenized. That's not something I'm interested in. What I am interested in, and I'll tell you this right now, and this I'm going to cover this in a minute and tell you how interested I am in it, and that is tokenized real estate. I envision a world where people will go to their attorney, and their attorney will work with some of these tokenization platforms like Securitize, and they'll say, I want to tokenize. And I was talking to my father this morning about this. We know a lot of people in real estate, developers, apartment owners, things like this. And these people, if you went to them and you want to talk about an awesome business, how about a consultant to work as a consultant that pairs up developers with these securitized type platforms and helps a real estate developer, such as an apartment owner or any kind of developer, to tokenize a deal that they're working on so that they can get their debt out of the situation and own it free and clear and hold out X amount of tokens. That is the world we're entering, folks. So, and I'll talk about it here in a second in more depth. XRP Trooper at Trooper XRP sent me this. Now, this was a thread going on about some of the charting and all. This guy says, mate, sharp declines happen in any instrument. As far as the chart goes, we're above this support, referencing moving averages. The last time the cross happened was in 2017. We are still in a bullish move until proven otherwise by price action. And then that was followed by this guy who's very controversial, but I think that I'm fascinated by the guy's mind. He's putting out a lot of interesting things. And so, look, again, and I keep saying this, folks, everything that I show you is not things that I agree with necessarily. It's things I find interesting. You are all smart people listening, and you have to do your own search. Don't just watch my channel, watch other channels, other people that are presenting things. Go read articles, do your own research, as we say. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to show you things when I find them interesting myself. I'm showing you things that I find in doing my own research. And this is one of them. I found this chart interesting. He says, gets you thinking, doesn't it? And it shows you, this is December 2017. He's showing you the golden cross happened here. And he's comparing it to the chart May to June 2019. Gold cross happened here. And then he's showing you at the end here the spike that occurred during that time frame in 2017, and he's comparing it right here. So take it for what it's worth, folks. All right. Next, the crypto utility guy at Utility Guy 7. Today, IOHK shared a completely redesigned roadmap charting the Cardano blockchain progress towards the Cardano 2020 vision. Here's where the community can keep updated over the months ahead. And I wanted to show this. This is interesting. For those of you that don't know, I'm invested in Cardano. I think Cardano may end up being the smart contract platform. But they're showing their progress. He names everything after these famous figures that he's working on. We've already done this. Foundation, decentralization. He says that 2019 is going to be the year of smart contracts for Cardano. Well, remember what the year of smart contracts happened with Ethereum's price? I do. So at some point, I believe you're going to start to hear about companies that are using the Cardano smart contract platform and to build on. And that's when it'll get interesting. And maybe that's a combination of the smart contracts and scaling, and then governance. And then for those of you that have never watched it, this is Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder of Cardano. This is his whiteboard explanation of Cardano that he did on YouTube. Very interesting if you've never seen it. Very smart guy. So anyway, you can find this at CardanoRoadmap.com. All right, next, this is what I talked about a minute ago. This is from the crypto utility guy at Utility Guy 7, who's on fire today. Red Swan evolves real estate investing. Now, you need to go watch this video. This is a couple of guys who started this company called Red Swan. Now, this is on the Hedera hash graph, I guess. This is on their YouTube channel, so I'm assuming that these guys are building their company to tokenize real estate on Hedera hash graph. I don't know that for a fact, but since they're on their channel, I'm assuming that. But I want to make the bigger point, and folks, this is huge. Literally, as I said a minute ago, I was talking to my father this morning, and I said, think about all the people we know who don't know anything in real estate, who don't know anything about tokenization of real estate. Imagine a real estate developer out there that owns, say, an apartment complex in your town. And imagine someone going to that guy and saying, listen, I can help you tokenize this real estate, which means that you will be able to withhold X amount of tokens, and it'll be on certain exchanges. And then once you've tokenized that real estate, the money that comes from the tokenization of that can go to pay off your debtors for this apartment complex. And then you will have retained X amount of tokens for the value of that tokenized real estate yourself, and then other people will share in the profits somehow down the road because they'll hold tokens as well. But imagine what that world looks like, where you can buy into portfolios of real estate that are at the local level or at the international level. Imagine a world where, and this is just me throwing something out there, imagine, let's say that you love the Eiffel Tower. Imagine a world where you could own a token that represents your percentage ownership in the Eiffel Tower, or the Empire State Building, or who knows, the Statue of Liberty. You see where this is going? Okay. Next, from C3 Nick, I'm not sure if regulation really curbs the issue of manipulation. It may just shift who is manipulating it. And I think that he's 1,000% correct here. You're always going to have manipulation. I think that what will solve the Bitcoin manipulation more than anything is the growth of the market itself. As the market gets bigger and bigger, some of these guys that are Bitcoin whales now will sell some of their holdings and more over time, and they will retire rich and famous or whatever. And as that happens more and more, you're not going to have people that have that much in holdings in the market, and so things will change. And so that'll take care of itself, in my opinion. Now, I wanted to show you this. I thought this was a great tweet. This is in regards to what I've been talking about a lot, which is the market itself, the stock market, and how this economy is propped up on how the stock market has been propped up by the central banks. Listen to this interaction with these two guys. Right now, the 3-month Treasury is dominating, with only the 30-year yielding more. Without Fed intervention, this entire house of cards built over a pool of gasoline will melt down worse than most people even think possible. And with Fed intervention, we can put off the meltdown for another year or so at the expense of doubling the size of the pool of the pool of gasoline. You are 100% correct. That's what we've been talking about for a long time. Now, next, I want to show you this. I covered this in the last video about this Polish exchange CoinRoom, which ceased operations and ran off with the customers' funds, and I was making the point about keeping your digital assets off the exchanges. Well, Tiffany Hayden, she's probably the biggest community member in XRP. She's got like 70,000 followers or something, but really smart lady, and she's at Hayden Tiff is where you can find her. But anyway, she did this blog that I've never seen, and I went and looked at it, and I wanted to share it with you. You can find this at tiffanyhayden.blog is her blog. Secret keys for XRP. I've never seen it presented this way, and this is a really easy way for those of you. A lot of people hear about, private keys and all that, and that confuses them. She says whoever holds the keys owns the crypto. But I wanted to show you what she takes you through. She takes you through what it looks like, and the fact that she's showing you here that this is an Edge wallet that contains 143.35 XRP. And she gets the private key from that wallet. And then she goes on to create a new wallet, and she inputs that private key. She's going to create a Toast wallet, inputs the private key from the Edge wallet, okay, and creates the Toast wallet. All right. And then she goes on to show you that now that the private keys have been entered on both of those wallets, she's showing that those two wallets can be opened simultaneously, okay? And that XRP can be sent to, or it's already there, but the master key identifies where that XRP is. So it can show up in two wallets at once. But if you send X amount, she spent 80 XRP from the Toast wallet, and she's showing you that when that's spent, it's also spent from this one. Okay, it's the same XRP, the same money. Okay, and then she goes on to show you that she's not showing you this to tell you you ought to have two wallets. She's showing you this just to illustrate that master key is everything. If someone has your master key, they can go and take your XRP, okay? And we talk about the Ledger Nano S on this channel all the time, and then she goes on to make the point that master key, your 24 words, here she says it right here. For those of you who stored your XRP on a Ledger Nano or a Cool Wallet, you will have a mnemonic phrase instead of a secret key. Your keys are derived from that 24-word seed. This tool will convert your mnemonic into a regular key. So there's actually a converter you can go to take your 24 words. You can literally take the 24 word phrases that you use with your Ledger Nano S, go to this website, put in the 24 words, it'll give you a private key, then you can go and open a Toast wallet or any other wallet with that private key. So that's how all this works, and that's the key, folks. Don't ever do anything that's going to compromise that private key or those 24 words. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that go check out this blog. Again, it's tiffanyhayden.blog. This is what you really need to understand before getting into crypto, getting into investing in crypto. This is what's important. Thank you for listening.